This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A couple of teams trying to stake 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, as he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gamecocks offense will have first crack at this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can.
Had some big plays. And the minute after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field it close to the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. Keep winning games.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's a give to Robinson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he's going to bring this one out. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's Tuggle. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Sellers on the play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They grab the early lead.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Hunt. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
Going long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Tuggle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it. Turning it on. 40, 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Maybe a double pass. Working on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Clark. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a crease, it's Clark. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Sellers. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Swings it out to the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Throwing, Sellers. Starting to feel a little pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to... Snags it, and he's open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move them on the counter. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good timing on the quick out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Handoff to Xavier. There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And nice job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here's Sellers to throw. Going deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up.
There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, South Carolina! Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through, but boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls it on the option. Finding some room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Throwing Sellers. Lofts one high and deep. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. That's been the big story so far.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game. Already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Puts it out of the air. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the...
Caught, and he's got room. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here's Sellers to throw. Slides away. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's Louisville on top right now as they look to move to 6-2. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from this group, and yet here they are, very much in the mix in their lead. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Norman. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
appreciate that, Holly.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's got it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Fires quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With the catch, it's Clark. Could not make his way to the corner. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Running inside, it's Clark. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. On the run, it's Fuller. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to run, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Finds his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson one more time. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
It's on target and complete. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
This hoe be cheating. Come on, dog. Like, for real, come on.
Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think
he's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation.
Breaks into the open. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Creates a little space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Might be changing the route. Sellers. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This hoe be cheap.
Getting set on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Sooners! He got loose and it was out after that. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And that is the play this offense needed. And it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late. And you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play. But what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on him. He's on the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The run inside. It's Clark. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. This quarterback part of their running game. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with... That's caught. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense has another opportunity.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with a double.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this.
Found to see him on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team, appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. Complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Sellers. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than next time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent.